Hello everyone. Hope everyone's doing well today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever in the world you are. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's see if everything is going right. I'm still fairly new to the multi-streaming thing, so I'm definitely checking everything. Yeah. Everything's looking alright. Cool. Just as a heads up, I chose to do another faceless stream today. The main reason for that is because, as you might be able to notice from my arms, probably not as bad as my actual face, but I am a tomato. I got like the worst sunburn, I think, in like recent history for me. It's absolutely nutty. I'm not going to show off my face on camera because it's literally so goddamn red. So just know that I am fine, I am healthy. It's just that I got severe sunburn, but nothing a few days won't scratch off. You know what to say, like, you're a tomato today, but you're a chocolate tomorrow. I mean, it is tomorrow already, and I'm still a tomato, but I'm really hoping the chocolate is going to be tomorrow. No. Anyway. What y'all are here for is, of course, the big dog. The Okidogi. Hell yeah. I'm going to give you guys the quick rundown of the deck profile. Let me just make sure that I have it in a spot where I can access it properly. First and foremost, we have not one, not two, three, but four Okidogi. What a surprise. Okidogi is a basic fighting type Pokemon. Oh, whoopsie, sorry about that. Basic fighting type Pokemon with 130 HP, 2 retreat cost, a good punch as an attack for 2 fighting energy, does 70 damage. All kind of mediocre, honestly. But its ability Adrena Power says that if this Pokemon has any Darkness Energy attached to it, it gets plus 100 HP, and the attacks it uses do 100 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. That actually doesn't sound bad. That means you can make this a 230 HP basic that swings for 170 every turn. As a one prizer, that's not terrible, especially not on a basic Pokemon. The thing is, you do need Dark Energy, which is not in the attack cost of Good Punch, unfortunately. So what's going to be the main way that we're getting this into play? There's several ways, technically. One of the main ways is going to be a triple Crispin line. Jeez, I keep missing the camera. Sorry, it's been a little bit. Yeah. Hello, Crispin. Crispin searches your deck for up to 2 basic energies of different types, allows you to attach one of those to right away, the other one goes to your hand. Pretty neat card for attachment. And I must say, we do run both Fighting and Darkness Energy, unsurprisingly. Energy count is right here. It's, I think, 4 Fighting, yeah. 4 Fighting Energy and 3 Dark Energy. This sounds like very little energy, I'm aware. There's a reason we're running this low on energy, because even with this, you would still need 3 attachments to make a swing do 170. So we have an alternate game plan for charging, or technically the Crispin plan is the alternate game plan. The main plan is to just find these fellas. We run 3 Luminous Energy. Luminous Energy is a special energy that allows it to become one of every type as long as it's attached to a Pokemon, and there's no other special energy attached to that Pokemon. So this can act as our fighting energy for the Good Punch cost. It's also count as a Dark Energy for the Adrena Power cost. Which means with just 1 Fighting Energy and 1 Luminous Energy, we can basically already swing for massive damage with Okidogi, while being at 230 HP. Which is, honestly, this is like the main game plan, I'm not gonna lie. I'll put everything down like this. I think that works. I think that's still fairly visible on how everything is going. If you're looking for the deck list, by the way, it's also in the description of the YouTube stream. Let me just check if it's also somewhere available on the Switch side. I don't know necessarily. Yeah, it's not on the Twitch side, but if you want the deck list, I guess keep watching. Alright, here we have Colress Tenacity as one of our main ways of finding Luminous Energy, because Colress Tenacity is a supporter that says that you can search your deck for a Stadium card and an Energy card and put them in your hand. So we can pick Luminous Energy as our Stadium if we've already found the basic energy that we want. And we have several Stadiums that we can use in this deck. We have 2 Artazon. Artazon allows us to basically each turn Nest Ball for a Pokemon without Rulebox, which Okidogi is, that's excellent. We also run 1 Town Store, which allows us to search our deck for a tool once per turn. So these are our main Stadiums for the deck. The reason I'm showing these now is because I'm trying to, instead of going down the list like alphabetically, not necessarily alphabetically, but like in order of like first Pokemon, then trainers and energy, I'm trying to make it make more sense and kind of explain the reason why I chose the cards that I did to include this list. So naturally, what I'm going to talk about now is all the tools that are in this deck. The tools that are in this deck specifically that are useful to find with Town Store. I'll tell you, there are 5 tools in this list. The first and the most important one is Bravery Charm. Bravery Charm gives the basic Pokemon this card is attached to plus 50 HP, boosting Okidogi up to 280 HP if it has a Dark Energy attached, which is a pretty big number for a basic Pokemon that only costs 1 prize card. Same HP as Mewtwo EX, which is crazy if you think about it. Then we also run 1 EXP share to keep our energies a little bit in play a little bit more efficiently. XP share allows us to, if this is attached to a basic Pokemon, move an energy from our active to this Pokemon. If it's attached to a bench Pokemon, sorry, not a basic Pokemon, basic Pokemon. So if this tool is attached to one of our bench Pokemon, and our active Pokemon is knocked out, then we can move 1 basic energy from that active Pokemon towards the Pokemon with the EXP share. It's pretty darn nice. Now we have 1 more tool to discuss. I have 1 copy of Technical Machine Devolution, which allows us to, once in the game, use an attack called Devolution to devolve all of our opponent's Pokemon, which is pretty nice. If we're in a difficult 2-prize evolution matchup, for example, if we're in a difficult evolution matchup regardless, we can always try and like damage everything a little bit with Okidogi, and then pop 1 Devolution to wipe their whole boards for a game. That's usually a pretty good game plan. The nice thing about Okidogi is that it also one-shots to Rapagos EX and Vesnipity EX, which are cards that are definitely relevant right now. So yeah, I'm really a big fan of what the weaknesses this thing is hitting, not gonna lie. Now, these are 5 tools, and I'm running only 1 Town Store, and the reason for that is because there's also 3 Arven in the list. I don't think this should be a surprise. Yeah, Arven searches our deck for an item and tool card and adds them to their hand. Incredibly strong supporter, not a surprise that I wanted to include this. This deck in general is going to have a very fixed supporter line, specifically because the deck is kind of a slower pace attach style rather than highly aggressive. Now the question is, how do we find our Okidogis? Well, we have several ways. First and foremost, we run 4 Nest Ball, of course. I already mentioned the card earlier when describing Artazon. But Nest Ball allows us to search our deck for a basic Pokemon and put it on our bench. Fairly neat, fairly simple, but nonetheless very, very effective at what it does. Then we also have 3 Ultra Ball to help us search for our Pokemon even faster. Not necessarily faster, but like this gives us more outs in the deck to find our Pokemon. So Ultra Ball can only be used if you discard 2 other cards from your hand, and then it allows you to search your deck for a Pokemon and put it in your hands. Ultra Ball is definitely one of the go-to cards of all time. This is of course way too much search for just 4 Okidogis, so we do have more Pokemon in the list. First and foremost, we have Munkidori twice. Munkidori is already a very excellent card in the metagame right now, but especially since we're already running Darkness and Luminous Energy, Adrenabraining 3 damage off of one of our Pokemon to one of our opponent's Pokemon is like kind of a no-brainer, but it's unintended. So yeah, we include 2 Munkidori. We also have 2 Maractus. I should have changed these to even Sudowoodo, if I'm gonna be honest. This list is still a little bit older. Maybe it's 1 Maractus, 1 even Sudowoodo. But 4 Fighting Energy felt like a little too tight with the even Sudowoodo, so if I go for the even Sudowoodo over Maractus, I would probably include more Fighting Energy. Anyway, Maractus for 1 colorless energy can corner Pokemon for 20 damage and making them not being able to retreat. It's pretty nice. Its ability also allows it to put 6 damage counters back on our opponent's Pokemon if they happen to knock us out with damage from an attack. And then also got a Latias EX, if I can find it. Latias EX allows us to freely retreat our basic Pokemon for no cost, which is really, really nice. And then lastly, as a kind of a beat stick, we got our Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, which in the late game can attack for like probably 1, 2, or maybe 0 energy to do 240 damage, which is pretty darn nice. If there's no Team Rocket's Watchtower in play. If that's gonna happen, then I'm gonna cry, actually. Not necessarily cry. Okay, let's round out the list with our draw supports. Yes, we got more supporters in here, but also non-supporters. We run 3 Iono. Iono shuffles each player's hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck, and then makes you draw cards equal to your prize cards. So this is an excellent card from when we're behind. When our opponent has already taken prizes and we have not yet, or very little. And we also have round out the supporters, I think. Those are the last supporter. No, not yet. But we also run 2 research. These are excellent cards to use in early game. Kind of gives us that extra push to discard our hand and draw 7 cards. Kind of an invaluable card in most beat stick decks anyway. Then to find our supporters, because we have so many, we run 3 Pokégear to look at the top 7 cards of our deck and grab any supporter we find there. Pokégear, the usual suspect for having our supporters on lock fairly easily. And some more search that we run. We run 1 copy of Earthen Vessel so that Arven can find it. Just so we have a little more consistency in the list that's not dependent on either Crispin or Luminous. Then for our recovery, we are running 1 Night Stretcher and 1 Super Rod. Night Stretcher puts a Pokemon or basic energy from our discard pile into our hands. Super Rod does the same 3 times, but to our deck instead. Noticing cards are not sleeves prop. Ooh, I saw that. Rip this Night Stretcher. It still looks fine, honestly, but yeah, some of the cards are not really sleeved down properly. And then our final 5 cards are for Gust. 6 cards, sorry. 5 of the 6 final cards are for Gust. I guess I'll show this one first. We run 1 switch. I guess we get retreat locked ourselves. I'll stack these up. This right here. Switch is just here in case our Latias is prize, or if we get retreat locked by a Maractus or the Sudowoodo ourselves. And then for our Gust options, we have 2 Boss's Orders to switch in our opponent's bench Pokemon to be active. We also have 2 Counter Catcher to do the same, but in item form if we're behind on prizing. Prizes, not prizing. And then finally, 1 Prime Catcher, which is basically a boss plus a switch on an item card. But this is our A-Spec, so we can only have 1 of them in the deck. Yeah, this is a deck, this is a 6E. Like I said, I wanted to toy around more with even Sudowoodo in this list specifically. But I really haven't had a chance to test it yet. So I've also just returned from like a huge Pentacoast vacation, so that's also partially why I am sunburned the way I am. But yeah, free to take a screenshot right now. This is about the prettiest the list can be at the moment, I think. Alright. Let's go ahead and shuffle this up and see how well it functions in play. If you missed the deck list, by the way, once again, it's in the YouTube description. It's in the description of the YouTube stream. I should be more specific on that. Alright. So I kind of clickbaited you with the Twitch announcements, because I did say that I was testing for Black Bolt and White Flare, but I'll just come clean right now and be honest and say that I forgot to change it. I forgot to change the push notification message. It should be Destined Rival testing I did consider adding Shaman in this list, specifically because we're mostly reliant on Pokemon that don't have rule boxes. But I felt like Shaman isn't really relevant in the meta right now, because most of the bench sniping decks are not really relevant right now as is. And like the only relevant bench sniper at the moment is Wellspring over Pawn EX. And Wellspring, like, it does 122 bench. So yeah, like, yes, it knocks out Munkidori, but it doesn't if it has a Bravery Charm. And it doesn't knock out like the baby Okidogi either. So it's like whatever. For me at least, it feels like. The one thing it might really help with, that's the thing, like bench space could be a little tight because we kind of want to have like 2 to 3 Okidogi and like 1 to 2 Munkidori in play at all times. So the bench space can be a little bit tight just because we're kind of like a slow charging archetype rather than fast, hard hitting, EX abusing stuff. Ooh, my PC sounds like it wants to take off. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but I think we're Gucci now. Yeah, perfect. Alright, I think we shuffled quite a bit for now. I do want to shuffle a little bit more because, like I said, the deck was entirely in order there because I scooped everything up. Let's think of a matchup that we want to play, or a matchup that we could face potentially. We could consider, like, that's the one downside with this deck, is that the Gardevoir matchup is really bad because Okidogi is weak to Psychic and we can't win the Munkidori Wars and we don't run Badu. But the thing is, if they don't get their setup fast, then we can start to overwhelm them if we do get our setup fast. But that's like two things. Like, they need to not get it fast and we do need to get it fast. Which is definitely possible, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. So let's say we're playing against Dragapult. I'll call Tails. We do get Tails. Against Dragapult, I probably want to go second. I think you want to go second with this list always, because you just don't want to get Budu'd. I mean, it's not that bad if you get Budu'd, but it's still fairly annoying, because you really want to get your setups with Nest Balls or Earthen Vessel. Alright. Let's see, do we have a basic Pokemon in our opening hand? We don't. I have the 3 Luminous Energy, that's crazy. Guess we're gonna do a little bit more shuffling then. How many basic Pokemon are in this list? There's like 4 Okidogi, 2 Munkidori, 2 Maractus, 1 Ursaluna, 1 Pheasantipede. No Pheasantipede, 1 Latias. So that's 10. And its odds shouldn't be that low. The odds shouldn't be that low that I actually hit a Pokemon. Maybe we do want to include a Fez, although that feels like another 2 prizer in a list that's mostly about 1 prizers is usually not something we want. Why are people screaming against each other? Why are people screaming at each other downstairs? I don't like this. Come on, man. Yeah, I can't tell if they're screaming or if they're just talking really loudly. And that's the obnoxious part. Like, I don't know if I should be worried, yes or no. It has stopped already, so I think fine. I don't live in a toxic household, I think. Just so you know, people. I mean, you know, for me, I can get very loud. I can get pretty loud. But that's the thing. I didn't get that from nowhere. I got that from my parents, and my sister got the same thing from my parents. So yeah, we do be loud family. Let's see. There is an Okidogi in this. Okay, cool. There's 2 even. That's perfect. 2 Okidogi is usually what we want to start with. Oh, 6 prizes. Let's flip them over, going second. Let's draw for turn. We find Latias. Latias is definitely something I don't want to bench in this matchup if I can help it. Judging from the fact that we have Crispin in hand, it's probably a Crispin play angle. Play Crispin. I'm gonna flip up the prizes because I don't want to price check. Price checking is boring anyway, so we prize a Munkidori, Iono, Artazon, Ultra Ball, Boss's Orders, and Switch. Okay. Prizing Switch in this matchup should not be that bad. I think it's actually fine. Probably one of the better prizing I could get. I mean, of course, like ideally we don't play down the the Latias, but now we just have to be a little bit more thoughtful about how we want to go about attaching our energies. But we can Arven next turn for an Earthen Vessel to get the guaranteed energy for a slap. So I think attaching to active is still correct. Yeah, I think attaching to active is correct. But there's no way it's not correct, at least. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no way it's a bad line, at least. Okay, and I think we just attach both to the Okidogi. One from the Crispin play and one from attachments return. I do want to attach, I'm probably going to hold on to the Bravery Charm until we actually like need it. Yeah, I'm down to chill and just pass. They probably go for an Itchy Pollen, which means I actually don't guarantee to find the fighting energy that I want, which just kind of sucks. Draw for turn. We find Artazon, which is probably fine. I'm assuming, ideally, that they already have like 2 or 3 Dracloaks on their field right now. So let's Artazon for... What do we want to Artazon? Just another Okidogi, maybe a Maractus. Good Artazon for our Munkidori. I don't think that's a bad call. Yeah, I don't think Artazoning for Munkidori is a bad call. We definitely want to play the Arven still. And get the experience share. I'm not sure what item we want to get. Maybe the Earthen Vessel. If we get the Earthen Vessel and we get Iono, kind of sad. But we run 3 Arven, so it's probably fine. Can't play the Earthen Vessel anyway. Right. Shuffle it up. Do some good shuffling. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get an attack this turn, but I think it's fine. Right. We will attach the experience share to the Okidogi on the bench. I think it's probably just a pass angle. I don't want to use this Bravery Charm. Yeah, let's just pass. Let's say they don't quite have the setup just yet, so they're going for another swing, another 10 from the Badu. I get Crispin now, which is really nice. So let's play the Crispin. And this Crispin is really huge, actually. This means we can grab these 2. I'm not going to shuffle yet. Attach the fighting from the Crispin and then attach the Darkness Energy here manually. Specifically, of course we want to Artazon as well. It's probably fine to Artazon for another Okidogi. Because Okidogi is kind of an awkward range for Dragon things anyway. Quite one of the main draws of the deck. It's like a pretty decent Dragon matchup. Even though it might not seem like it. Sorry. I love to do the wolf owl. It's so funny. This is 230 HP and I will Munkidori away 20 of this. So this is actually full health and can't be KO'd by Dragapults. Charm still feels like a waste to attach. Still item locked. Let's just good punch into the Badu for a KO. Let's shuffle our prizes, see what prize we get. If we get 1 prize from that Badu. We get an Iono. Alright, what would happen in their turn? They probably can retaliate with a Dragapult play. So they're definitely gonna put 200... Oh, whoopsie, sorry for the noise. They're definitely gonna put 200 on my active Okidogi. And the question is, where are they gonna put their 60? Does it really matter for them where they put their 60? I guess Darkness Energy without Charm is 230. So 30 here is optimal. And I think you split the rest. I don't think it means you split the rest up though. Like 30 to the other Okidogi in case we don't find our charms, I guess. Okay, we draw for turn. We get a Nest Ball, which we can use actually. Yeah, we're not item locked anymore, which is really, really nice. I don't think we need the Nest Ball though, so let's Earthen Vessel away the Nest Ball. Sorry about that. Get ourselves Fighting Energy. There's only 2 Fighting and a Dark left in the deck, so Crispin is going to be deactivated from this no matter what. So I'll grab 2 Fighting. That might be Iono out of his hands. Shuffle it up. Yeah. Alright, we discard the Earthen Vessel and Nest Ball. I attach the Fighting Energy to the Okidogi for sure. One without XP here. I think I do attach Charm there, but I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter for now. I haven't played a supporter yet. Let's see if we can find one. Boss would be pretty nice. There's a Colress. That's about it. I already attached for turn, which is kind of like a misplay of mine, unfortunately. And I also forgot to Artazon forehand, which is nice. I will Artazon right now, actually, to grab my 4th Okidogi, I think, or maybe a Maractus at this point. I think we grab a Maractus at this point. But attaching that Fighting was kind of stupid. It's okay. Let's play Colress Tenacity to find an energy in a stadium card. Luminous in Town Store. We put the Town Store in play, discarding our own Artazon. We use the Town Store to find another Bravery Charm, just to fit in our deck. Don't want to reveal the Devo yet, of course. Wait, there's a raid? I didn't even hear it. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Hello? When does this happen? Wait. Hello? I'm so sorry that I missed it. Why? Oh my god. It's what, like, it was 2 minutes ago. Okay. Okay, so apparently I cannot hear my alerts. That's very clear that I can't hear my alerts, but hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Mary, I really appreciate it. Let me just give you a big ol' shouty outy, because you deserve it, because you're the bestest. There you go. Let's see who came with the raid. Hello Caldera, welcome in. Also hello Thomas, welcome in. Hope you both are doing great. And of course Mary, hello. What were you up to? Hold on. You were doing some co-working? I got you. I feel like I sometimes give up co-working vibes. Maybe I should try it. Very valid. I hope you made a lot of progress. It is going pretty well. I just started out tweaking the list, starting practicing the list. You were co-working, yeah. I really hope co-working went well. Thanks once again so much for the raid. If anyone doesn't know me, by the way, hi, I'm Noah. I'm faceless today, but I do Pokemon stuff, usually Pokemon TCG stuff. The main reason I'm faceless today is because I'm sunburned as fuck. I'm like a tomato. So yeah, thanks once again for the raid. Hope you guys will enjoy your stay. Where was I? Oh yeah, I grabbed a Bravery Charm from the Town Store. Yeah. What are our options for this turn? Because we already attached. Still use Adrenabrain to heal some damage from this story. Probably best to heal it off from the Okidogi on the bench. Probably towards Dracloak again for 50. But at this point, do we even use Bravery Charms? Probably to protect. It's probably better to hold on to these. I mean, it probably can't hurt to attach Bravery Charm here to Yogi to give it a plus 50 HP. Tomato MP3 today. Oh my god. Not the tomato, please. I already get accused of drinking ketchup all day. This is gonna make it even worse. I didn't even realize these implications were about to be had. Oh my lord. Alright, we did already play the supportive return, right? Yeah, that was the Colress from earlier. 6 cards in hand. I think I'm just fine going for a swing. So let's just Good Punch into that Dragapult, not KOing it. Just leaving it at 170. It's kind of hard to imagine sometimes what the matchup will be like if your opponent doesn't have a board. Trying to pin down how an average Dragapult matchup would. I think that's fine. He's swinging for 170. Then they're probably gonna like Gust double KO, but they don't have the means to do that unless they go for the Okidogi here, which I think fine. Or they're targeting Munkidori, either of the two. Anyway, this Okidogi definitely dies, 100%. They're probably going for this Okidogi, like boss on this, and then KO them both. Which means I don't get a trigger from the EXP share. We definitely push this Okidogi. And draw for turn. That's our Luminous Energy. Let's think. We're definitely Adrenabrating this damage off, that's for certain. Is this an Iono angle? It probably is. They just grabbed 2 KOs on me. So I can counter catcher another Dragapult of theirs before doing the Iono. Nice. Let's use the Iono. Actually don't want to draw into more tools, so let's Town Store for the Bravery Charm first. Is there another tool on the list left over? I don't think so. No, there's not. So let's wrap that Bravery Charm with Town Store. I might want to play down the charms at this point. I forgot to do the 32 something else, by the way. Oopsie. Probably 32 Maractus. Get a quick and good shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Nice. We're probably attaching a charm here. And fuck it, let's attach a charm here as well. And then let's rip the Iono. To shuffle our hand and put it on the bottom of our deck. And then draw cards equal to our prize cards, which is 5 in this case. 3, 4, 5. Hello Lenny, hello, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. What did the Iono draw into? Oh, we do get Super Rod, that's actually a pretty big one. And Night Stretcher, so we can Night Stretcher or Okidogi back, that'd be huge. Yeah, to our hand, and let's immediately bench that as well. And a Super Rod could get us back some energy, which is really, really nice. Or do we want an Okidogi back? There's 1 in discards, and then there's like basic energies here. Yeah. So I'm definitely recovering a Fighting and a dark. Maybe not that dark actually. Maybe we recover the Fightings and Okidogi. There's still 2 Luminous Energy in the deck. So I think recovering these with Super Rod is fine. Let's shuffle these back into the deck. Give it a good old shuffle. I must say, like the deck, as soon as the deck gets smaller, it's harder for me to shuffle. I don't know why. Normally it's the other way around for most people I've talked to, but for me, it's definitely when the deck gets smaller, I find it harder to shuffle. Maybe it's because of my method of shuffling. Not entirely sure. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we already have a Luminous in hand and we have Colress to find the other if needs be. And it's definitely still an attack angle to hit 170 into the other Dragapults. Now what happens on their turn going into me? They're probably going to... Do they have more gusts at that point? I did Iono them, so let's say they don't. And I mean at that point, they're probably gonna put 90 or like 60 on this. And then the 200s onto active, of course. Maractus is almost dead. Actually, would they? Because this is at 160. They probably wouldn't actually. Hold on. Let me think. What they're probably going to do is go for a split of 30-30 between Munkidori and the Okidogi on the bench. That sounds more likely. Okay, let's draw for turn. Oh, Prime Catcher, that's big. Is that big? I need that, actually. Let's attach a Luminous Energy to the Okidogi, so that it's actually fine for now. We do want to boss this turn, actually. So let's use Town Store to find our last tool in the deck. Which is right here, Technical Machine Devolution. Give the deck a good shuffle again. So, and we do play the boss's orders. Move forth their third Dragapult. And we definitely also Story, but which Pokemon are we gonna Munkidori? Probably Yogi. And we attack into the third Dragapult. Or not game yet, but game as soon as I get Devolution attack. I think, pretty much. Because we got 3 Dragapults down. If they have a 4th Bolt. I think at this point I should take a prize, actually, yeah. Yes, because I've done 3 Adrenabrains. So that's a KO on the Dracloak. So we definitely should have taken a prize earlier this turn from the Adrenabrain. That's okay. I don't know if it matters. I don't think I wanted to play Ultra Ball anyway, so it's fine. We pass it into them. It's 280. They're probably gonna boss something. They've taken 2 prizes at this point, right? Let me just check my discard pile. I did Super Rod 1 basic away. No, and I got Night Stretcher from the other. Yeah, so there are 4 prizes. We're tight. They're probably gonna gust something. They're probably gonna gust something. Honestly, I'm guessing it's the Okidogi that they gust, because I can't Devo anything here because everything is charmed up. Which is actually a bad thing for me, that everything has a charm here. We're definitely KOing the Okidogi and I'm putting 60 across my bench, but where? Probably 40 on this to move this to KO range next turn. And then 20 on Munkidori, I think, maybe. And then it doesn't really matter, I think. Alright. Let's push Okidogi. And see if we can find the Devolution play for 4 prizes anyway. Draw for turn. I can. Ultra Ball doesn't really help me. Colress does though. No, it doesn't, because Artazon is prized. Okay. Colress does not help me. I mean, it helps me find energy. Which, okay, yeah, so I got it. So it's we Ultra Ball away Iono and Prime Catcher. Find a Pokemon, doesn't really matter which one. Say Maractus. I don't know why I'm shuffling, by the way. We're still gonna play more search cards. Attach Devolution to Maractus. We play Colress to find an energy in a stadium. I don't think there's any more stadiums left, but we don't really care. We just want to find an energy. We attach the energy. We definitely go for an Adrenabrain still. Probably healing this guy. Thing like 30 on like another Dracloak. We retreat by discarding 2 energy off this. Maybe I should have grabbed a Latias for doing this, but oh well. Doesn't really matter. And then we Devo to get 3 prizes from their 3 evolved Dragapults. They're now going into Dracloaks. Get 3 prizes. Munkidori is still prized, unfortunately. Come on. Please be in the sleeve. Thank you. Okay. At the end of turn, Devolution gets discarded. Then let's think. What would they do in doing it on my turn? They're down to 3 prizes. Can they do a 3 prize turn this turn? I don't think so. Wait, no, this dies, right? Yeah, this dies because I discarded the Darkness Energy from it. Because I retreated it. They're on 2 prizes, which is actually a big misplay. But they can't take a 2 prize turn here anyway. I'm pretty sure they can't. They're probably gonna target like 60 on here, going to 80. Assuming they have a Bolt attack, that is. And KO the active Maractus, putting 6 on their Bolt. We push it. What do we push in this scenario? I have Switch in hand, so I think Maractus is the best push here. We draw for turn. Play our Artazon to replace our own Town Store. We Artazon for an Okidogi. I think we still have one. Yeah, we do. We have 2 even. I'm definitely vibing to this music, not gonna lie. There's no way we can actually charge up this guy, right? We're definitely going down to 50 again with this. Yeah. We need to play the boss to lock something else. So we boss. And we research, because I have to use Maractus's corner to trap something in. 5, 7. I really hope I find an energy in this. I do. Very nice. Let's say that was that rebuild Dracloak. Maybe this was a misplay. Let's not attach this yet. Because, yeah, we actually have a game here. Hold on. Because we can Nest Ball for Ursaluna. And then we can also Nest Ball for Latias. I didn't really see this play because I had like no Pokemon search in the previous hand. And what we can do is then retreat Latias for free. They're on 2 prizes. No, they're on 1 prize. Yeah, they're on 1 prize. So I didn't even need the energy to get. I didn't even need to get the energy this turn. You can swing per game. Okay, cool. Nice. So this deck has a pretty good lines into Dragapult. But then the question becomes, how well does it going second or going first into Dragapult? So let's test that now. Let's go shuffle up the list once again. We're gonna do a lot of shuffling today, guys. Just with like any other deck tweaking testing kind of stream, we're definitely gonna be shuffling this deck a lot. And there's no 2 ways about it, unfortunately. Alright, shuffle. Shuffle a lot, because my deck was pretty organized. Oh my god, I just threw half of my deck across my hands. If you see any sunburn on my arm, by the way, no you don't. I'm still fine, I swear. It's just been that I've been in the sun, not today for too long, but yesterday mostly. Yesterday was really good weather. And then today everything is gray and windy again. It's so weird living in this country, man. Every day is different, weather-wise. I can't really handle it. Alright, that's plenty of shuffling. Let's make sure we hydrate everyone. Yeah, you guys hydrate too. I'm gonna hydrate with some water. You guys definitely should as well. Alright. Alright, let's get ourselves an opening hand of 7 cards. Yeah. I think my biggest misplay in that was definitely attaching all the Bravery Charms. It did help us in the end, but it was very harmful for us initially. Opening Maractus is not really that great. I did not really check my hand to see if I had any Pokemon search, but I really hope I do, because otherwise I'm just gonna get buddied into nightmares. So let's flip this over and draw for turn. We don't have any Pokemon search in our hands. That's really annoying. We just have energies. I guess I can play the Pokégear turn 1, because we're gonna get item locked anyway. Let's take a look at the top of the deck. See what supporter we find here. We can find a Colress. Colress does get around the fact that we can't play items next turn, so that kind of helps. So let's shuffle our deck up again. I don't think we're attaching any energy to Maractus. Maybe we are. We have 3 in hand, so I think we're fine. I think we can attach Maractus just because we have 3 energy in hand. Okay. It is turn 1 though, so we can't actually play a supporter, so we're gonna have to end our turn by attaching Fighting Energy to Maractus and passing it over, because we can't attack on turn 1 going first. They're 100% gonna go for a Badu item lock. So we're gonna note that by 10 damage. Accompanied with the Itchy Pollen. Let's draw for turn. We draw another Maractus. There's only 2 of them in the deck, by the way, just so you know. We can't play items, but we can play Colress's Tenacity. Give us... what am I doing? Let's search my deck. But if we're searching our deck, that means that we can flip over our prizes. Prizing, these prizes are not that bad actually, specifically because Dragapult doesn't run any retreat lock. So we definitely want a Luminous, and we want Artazon. from our Colress. Then we're playing our Artazon, and we're using it to find an Okidogi and put it on the bench. You still do a surprising amount of things without playing items, which is very nice. Right. Shuffle everything up nice and neatly. There we go. Let's attach the Luminous Energy to Okidogi to immediately give it 100 HP boost. I don't think I want to bench the other Maractus. So let's corner the Badoo for 20. Call it a day. Badoo definitely is going to item block me back. There's no way they already have more than a few Dracloaks. We draw for turn. Attach Fighting Energy to Okidogi. Artazon for another Okidogi, I think. Or maybe Munkidori. Maybe we do go for Munkidori, because then we can get a Badoo KO. Yeah, because what we can do now is I already attached for turn. What I can do now is I can play Crispin. Get Fighting and Dark Energy from deck. Go. And attach one of those immediately to my Pokemon. Right, shuffle it up. Everything is all neatly shuffled up. We attach that dark to the Munkidori with the effect of Crispin. Fighting goes into our hands. We can Adrenabrain the 20 off of the Maractus towards the Badoo so that it gets KO'd. We get a prize card for it. Okay, there's a Night Stretcher. Probably one of the worst prizes to get right now. It's okay. I don't think I want to bench the other Maractus at this point. Can't really retreat this Maractus either, so I think we're just gonna corner. Maybe this was a misplay. Maybe I should have attached the Maractus and then hard retreat it. Because I can't actually grab Latias from Artazon. Latias is a rule box. And maybe that was the play. Although, if I did that, then that means that Munkidori wouldn't have been able to attack. So I guess it's still fine. I guess just corner again. On a Dracloak. Dracloak's probably gonna evolve to Dragapult and launch an attack into me. Meaning that Maractus gets KO'd. What is... I'm trying to think where the damage goes. I think all 6 have to go to the Munkidori if they want to accomplish anything. Or no, it has to be a 30-30 split. Yeah, it has to be. Okay, so let's push Okidogi. And draw. Definitely want to Artazon for another Okidogi. That's a given. I might play some more deck search. I think we definitely manually attach Fighting Energy here. Let's play Arven, because that's the only supporter we kind of have access to right now. Maybe we grab Nest Ball Bravery Charm? That doesn't sound bad. Trying to see if there's other things that we want. Counter Catcher isn't active right now. Devo could be funny. Doesn't really do anything right now. Yeah, this is fine. Bravery Charm goes to hand and we'll play the Nest Ball immediately to search our deck for a basic Pokemon. Put it on our bench. Let's grab another Okidogi. And now we will shuffle the deck. Don't think I got any more searching to do. I think I'll attach an experience share to this Okidogi. This is 200 HP right now, so I'll attach the Bravery Charm here. And then we'll swing for, no, let's think about this correctly. Munkidori 30, again, probably to a Dracloak. Yeah, the Dracloak on bench. We swing for 170 into the already damaged Dragapult, so it's now at 230 damage. Passing it over, 200 doesn't KO this, so they're looking for a Gust option. Probably find that Gust option to the HP share Okidogi. Let's be honest, they always find it. So they go for Phantom Dive, going here, KOing there, sorry. I should enunciate my words better. 5 here and then 1 somewhere else. Probably on that Munkidori. Yeah, they go down to prize cards. 4. The reason they're putting 5 there is so that it's in range of an attack from Dragapult. That Dragapult's already severely weakened, so we definitely want to boss up another Dragapult. Oh, whoopsie. Sorry for the camera shake. Hello, welcome in, Kitten Z. Hello. What's happening? Because it just came up on your recommended sleigh. I'm testing out my Okidogi list for Destined Rivals meta specifically. Thank you for a compliment on the mat. I really like the mat as well. From the creator Cook-Off. This mat's coded. Oh, whoopsie. Sorry for the cam shake. Definitely Dreadbrain 50 off here. Or 50? 30 off here. 250. Yeah, bench Dragapult again. Or Dracloak. Whatever. Play the Artazon. What basics are grabbable from the deck? I don't think any of them are. No, none of them are. Yikes. Let's Night Stretcher for an Okidogi. That's correct. I haven't attached a turn yet, so I'll attach the Darkness here. I don't think I want to Ultra Ball anything. I'm probably just going to chill like that and once again set up the other Dragapult, so for future Devo play. They have like Dragapult with 170 damage in active, Dragapult with 230 damage on the bench, and then also a Dracloak with 60 damage on it on the bench. And then they probably have some more Dracloaks. So like one more Dracloak or Dragapult on the bench. Okay, so let's assume that they get an attack and another Gust option. They're probably going to chase Munkidori, if that's going to be the case, but what would they put the 60 damage on? Judging from that, yeah, they probably go for Munkidori. Let me think. They're probably going to put 3 on this again to put it in kill range. And where do the other 3 go? The other 3 probably go on this guy. Also put that in kill range. Definitely still pushing this Okidogi though. They're down to 3 prize cards. And draw. Let's think. What's the best course of action here? Ultra Ball get anything meaningful? I don't think so. Let's play the Town Store. Search our deck for another Bravery Charm. We actually don't find any way of energies, which is annoying. We could Ultra Ball to thin out our hands. That's actually not a bad call. Let's Ultra Ball away the Artazon and the Maractus just to thin, so that we don't draw this specific Pokemon that I'm gonna grab. Probably a Latias angle, if I'm gonna be honest. Probably a Latias angle. Right. Oh, whoopsie. I just dropped half my deck on the board. And now I drop another card on the board, bro. This is... Honestly, this is nothing new here. This always happens. I don't know why. Maybe I get loosely handed when I'm on stream. Not in a bad way. We still definitely keep the Latias in hand though, just to not bench any liabilities. We don't have any gust options. So we unfortunately do have to swing into the Active Dragapult again, but it does grab a KO, netting us 2 more prize cards. We don't get the Munkidori or the Okidogi from the prizes, which sucks. We do get Earthen Vessel, which is alright. They're definitely swinging with the other Dragapult here to KO this. And then put 60 on the other, I'm assuming. It's, I think, the most optimal. Come on, here. My dice. This goes down, they go down to 2 prizes. I push Okidogi. We draw for turn. I just raw draw into the TM Devo. That's crazy. Perfect Vessel away the Latias, actually. To grab. What energies are remaining? These 2, exactly. Let's Town Store as well. I don't think there's any tools left in deck, though. So let me just double check that. Yeah, there's none left in deck. Alright. Shuffle up. Shuffle, shuffle. We have to attach here. Actually gonna attack this turn. We don't actually have to do that, because we can definitely Devo, make a Devo play here to KO that. So let's attach. Why did I promote this then if I wanted to go for a Devo play? That's not smart. Yeah, that's not smart at all. Let's attach Darkness Energy and Devolution here. And use Devolution to grab 2 prizes. 1 on that damaged Dracloak and 1 on the active Dragapult. Munkidori is still prized somehow. That's crazy. Discard the TM Devo. This is 230 inactive. The question is, do they have another Dragapult attack? I KO'd like 3 potential Dragapults already. But let's say they still do have an attack with a Dragapult. Like a damaged Dragapult? It has to be at this point, right? No, it's not. No, it's probably full health, actually. Yeah. No, it is full health, unfortunately, here. So yeah, let's say they do grab a knockout on this, putting this to 90 on the bench. That they're also down to 1 prize card. Oh, whoopsie. Let's draw for turn. This is a very unlikely scenario, by the way, but I do want to play it out. We play the Pokégear. Draw 7. Or not draw 7, but look at the top 7. We hit a Crispin or an Arven. Arven accomplishes more here, I think. Crispin doesn't really do anything because there's no energies in my list. in my deck anymore. Let's play Arven. What do we want Arven for? Counter Catcher is offline, because both on one prize. Good Nest Ball. Oh yeah, Nest Ball is actually huge. There's no tool, of course. No. Well, we Nest Ball, and then we also play the Nest Ball to grab Ursaluna. Switch Ursaluna to the active. That's probably smart to do. It's probably smart to just charm up both of these fellas. Catch a fighting here. Was hard retreat smarter there? Probably not, no. Hard retreat smarter there? I'm not sure. Anyway. Swing with Bloodmoon for not KO. Discount attack next turn day. Swing for 200 into me. Uh, 80. Plus 20. And then 60 on bench, putting me at 150. Right, let's draw for turn. I don't think I can get out of this. Like I can Nest Ball, but I'm pretty sure I just discarded my Latias earlier. Is that a misplay? Maybe? No Pokemon in my deck anymore. Oh, that's rough. If I didn't discard the Latias though, what cards did I have access to? Trying to think. I don't think any of the other cards would have put me in a much better situation anyway, so... Okay, so going second, or going first against Dragapult is really, really tough, actually. But going second is fine. It's something we've discovered right now. Let's go ahead and give this list another shuffle. Sorry if I'm being a little bit sniffy. Let's test against Even's Typhlosion right now. That's probably a fine matchup to test. Especially since we one-shot the Typhlosion with Good Punch. Which should be really, really nice. And they don't one-shot us back if we're Charmed Up and Luminous, unless they have all 4 Evens in this card. Right. Alright, let's throw the dice. Die. It's called tails. And it is heads. So Evans goes first, I think. That means I go second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards for our opening hands. Yeah, dude, I was so stressed that I would have to start Okidogi, but we're fine. We're so fine. Okay, boop. Go. Flip this over. Going second against Dragapult. Typhlosion. We're definitely playing this Nest Ball. So let's flip over the prizes to see what the prizes are, because prize checking is cringe. And we play the search cards. We priced our vessel, which is annoying because we don't have any energy in hand. So Arven can't get us into energy, unfortunately. That's Nest Ball for a Munkidori. I think that's generally a good idea to go for. Maybe this is a research angle and not an Arven angle. It's looking like a research angle, so let's charm up both of these fellas and then research. Draw 7 fresh cards. Yeah, see, we're getting energy now. So we can attach the Luminous Energy to this Okidogi, which is really nice. The rest of our hand's not doing much right now, but it can do cool things next turn, depending on what we draw. So we're gonna have to pass it over. Let's say they have an even Typhlosion attack for like a hundo. I feel like that's valid. It's like one even Adventure in discard, one Typhlosion inactive. I think that's valid if they can eat up one and then evolved some. Top deck Okidogi, which is really nice. And we're definitely playing the Crispin to grab a Dark and a Fighting Energy. And we're attaching the Fighting here via the Crispin. Let's attach the Luminous Energy here with our manual attachments. We're not really in a hurry to actually... hold on. It's probably better to attach the Darkness Energy here to use Adrenabrain to get 30 damage off this to like a bench Cyndaquil or Shaman. Probably Shaman. It's probably smarter. We can EXP share, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. So yeah, let's KO that active Typhlosion with Good Punch. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Why did I not attach the XP share? Yeah, let's attach the XP share before we do that. Sorry. I get Iono from the prizes. It's kind of unfortunate both our bosses are prized, but it's what it is. They would need 3 Aphens Adventure in discard to KO this, and another Aphens Typhlosion inactive, but I think that's pretty likely. It is 3 that they need exactly, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's 3. Let's see, my phone is still charging. Okay, sorry for a little bit of the shaky shakes. I have to position my phone correctly again. Yeah, okay. They probably get that though. 3 Events Typhlosion or 3 Events Adventure in discards. XP share triggers though, moving this Fighting to Okidogi. Bench. What do we push? That's the big question though. What do we push here? Actually, I don't think that's that big of a question. We're pushing the Okidogi. Drawing. Attaching a Luminous Energy here. And we're playing Iono, I think. There's no need to play any Prime Catchering because we can already KO active Typhlosion. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, 3 Nest Balls. Let's play one of them at least. Get another Okidogi. Hello, where are they? Okay. Let's play one for a Maractus. Oh, there's a Maractus in my hand. Yeah, let's play one for another Okidogi then. I also want to play one for another Munkidori, I think. I'm gonna need all the bench shitters that I have, unfortunately, in this matchup. Shuffle everything up nice and neatly. Not sure if I want to bench the Maractus. But without any form of switching in play, no Latias, it's probably better if I Nest Ball for the Maractus rather than benching it from my hands. Yeah. There we go. I did already discard Ursaluna, so the only Pokemon in my deck is Latias. Should keep that in mind. Right, all shuffled up nice and neatly. We played the supporter this turn already, so let's good punch for the KO on that Devolution. Getting a random prize, which is a boss's orders. That's actually not ideal for the current scenario, but sure. They probably have another Devolution attack. Let's be. I KO 2 Devolutions, but there's no way they don't have a third one lined up, so. They're ahead in prices 3 to 4. So let's push Maractus and draw. Catchers. Let's bench the other Maractus, counter catcher a Shaman and Iono. Draw 4. 2, 4. It's Night Stretcher for energy. I think that's generally a good idea. And attach that Fighting Energy to the Practice to repeat lock that Shaman for 20. They pass it over to me. No answer. I'm hoping. Hold on. Why is this research not properly in the sleeve? Let's play the Colress. Grab a Luminous Energy in a Town Store. There's one Luminous in my deck. Go. Attach the Luminous to Okidogi. Play the Town Store. Use the Town Store. For Bravery Charm. Go. I think I'm down 1 Crispin, right? Yeah, I am. Okay. I should put the charm on the monkey. Doesn't really matter at this point. Think. As long as I'm efficient with it. Let's Pokégear to dig a little further. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay. We definitely want a Colress for next turn. That'd be huge. Just get another attachment for turn without relying on a research. At this point, I don't think the research is going to be played anymore. There's this time around, or like this game. Yes. Okay, let's corner again. Say they don't have an answer again. Draw. I could draw the Fighting Energy anyway, because I'm still different. Let's play Colress's Tenacity again to grab ourselves. I think a Fighting Energy, maybe the Dark Energy actually. Devo the only one in my deck. I think the Devo is the only deck, yeah. That's it. Wait, I'm playing Colress. I'm not grabbing a tool, I'm grabbing Stadium. So I have to grab Artazon, yeah. There we go. I can Town Store for the Devo, that was my plan. Town Storing for the Devo feels pretty solid. There we go. I'll surely override my own Town Store with an Artazon. No need not to. Let's corner again for the KO on a Shaman because we put 20 or like 30 on it earlier with the Munkidori. for one prize. Alright. They definitely KO'd this with Typhlosion, or like boss something up, I don't know. They're down to 2 prizes. At this point I've killed 2 Typhlosions. So let's draw. I want to Crispin. Certain, I think these are the last 2 basic energies in my deck, yep. Crispin for certain to attach the Fighting Energy here by Crispin. I'll attach a Dark Energy here. I'm not sure actually. Let's attach another Fighting Energy here for manual attachment. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think there's any legal targets for Artazon, but I want to check anyway. Yeah, there's not. Okay. Okay, there's not very many cards in my deck anyway. It's 5, 7, 9. There's 13 cards in my deck. Okay. Let's swing for the knockouts onto a juicy Typhlosion. Okay. Get an Earthen Vessel. Let's say we're knocked out again. There you go, down to 1 prize. Draw for turn, we attach a Dark Energy. And after the Dark Energy, Iono. They go down to 1 card. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm assuming that they don't have Pheasantipity in play. I got Prime Catcher anyway. I can still Prime. I can literally Prime plus switch for the Fez anyway if there's a Fez in play. But if not, we'll take the KO on the Typhlosion, and assuming that I've KO'd 4 Typhlosions here, and that they probably can't rebuild another time. But I have Prime Catcher switch in case they have a Fez benched. That's the whole thing. Like, I don't know if they would bench Fez in this matchup, yes or no. It depends on how consistently they can get their attackers going, I guess. This is a stage 2 Pokemon. Yeah, but that was going second. I want to try this matchup going first, see if it's any different. I think it's still pretty much a prize race, which is annoying. I'm gonna let a huge fart rip, by the way. If Mike picks it up, no it doesn't. Okay, I don't think the mic picked it up. It's very nice. Thank you, Mike. I've been gassy all day, I don't know what it is. Okay, let's draw an opening 7. Ooh, this one's a little foul. We once again open Maractus, unfortunately. It is what it is. This opening hand looks a lot better than the previous. There we go. Flip it over, draw for turn. Definitely nest balling for an Okidogi right now. Let's just open the prizes up to see what's priced. That's kind of painful. Seeing 3 energies priced. Can I Ultra Ball for a Munkidori here maybe? Good. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's also Ultra Ball for a Munkidori while we're at it. Feels a little awful, but I think I have to. There we go. Alright. Yeah. That's all shuffled up. Attach the Luminous to Okidogi. And I hate when the cards are not sleeved in. I don't know why that happens. I have to sneeze. Hold on. Let me mute my mic. Wow, I was right on time with that. That's so nice. So we're passing it over to them. They probably have a Cyndaquil attack, which is 30 times 2 because Maractus is fire. Let's draw for turn. Another Nest Ball. That's actually kind of huge. I can have Crispin or Fighting and a Dark Energy. Yeah. Manually attach the Fighting to Okidogi. Hard attach the Dark to Munkidori. We can Nest Ball for Latias, and this gives us a nice attack into active. Latias is not prized, right? It's not. Nice. Go. Alright. Nice. And we can also Munkidori 30 away from this towards Bench Shaman, for example, again. It's probably better to go for, yeah, Bench Shaman is fine. Then we retreat the Maractus into Okidogi and swing for a KO into that Cyndaquil. We get a Dark Energy from prizes. That's actually not too bad. I quite like that. Alright. Coming into our turn, it's likely that they have either a Quilava play, a slower Quilava play, or Candy Typhlosion with Quilavas on the bench. In that case, it's probably 1 or 2 discarded. Let's say, worst case scenario, they have 2 Even's Adventure discarded at this point. They're going second, so it's 160 damage. We draw for turn. We're definitely using Munkidori to heal 30 off of this towards the Shaman. Actually, is that true? I don't think so. I think we want the Munkidori again next turn, so I think we go off of this one. Yeah. And now we Arven for a Nest Ball. For sure. I'm not sure if I want to grab the Bravery Charm. This might be EXP share angle. Hold on. Yeah. EXP share. And there's a Nest Ball in here, I know. Yeah. Yeah, so we Arven for Nest Ball EXP share. We play the Nest Ball for Okidogi. EXP share goes to hands. Shuffle this in. I could have Earthen Vessel as well, but this feels a little safer. We're definitely attaching the EXP share here and manually attaching a Dark Energy here. I think I'm charming here. Empty hand. Yeah, this feels a little awful. We can good punch into the Typhlosion for another prize, taking a massive lead 4-6, but we do have a 2-prizer benched. I have no idea what I grabbed. I definitely didn't grab an energy from prizes. Grab the Arven. Okay, nice. Yeah, Okidogi is gonna get knocked out. Which means the experience share triggers, so we can move the Fighting Energy to here. I'll push Latias because I don't know what to retreat into. Let's draw. Definitely want to Arven. What do I want to Arven for? That's the question though. Earthen Vessel feels alright. Earthen Vessel Bravery Charm is a good play, I think. Thing is, it's like either we grab Earthen Vessel or Nest Ball. So like, do we establish the Okidogi or do we put down? No, I have to Earthen Vessel this turn. I attached this for turn, right? This dark for turn. Yeah, I did. I have to do it like this. And then Earthen Vessel away the boss. I have to do it like that. Feels really awkward. Let's see, there's fighting. Definitely want to grab a fighting. Oh, 2 fightings is the only energy left in my deck, okay. Gotcha. I already attached for turn, unfortunately. So we're missing out on an attack this turn. Oh, fuck me. That sucks. Come on. Big shuffles. There we go. We attached for turn, unfortunately, but we can still do the third Adrenabrain to KO that Shaman. This is why I didn't Adrenabrain from the Okidogi. And we get, oh my god, we got the worst one. We get the Pokégear. Is it actually the worst one here? I don't think so. So the thing is, we now have 3 prizes. They have 5 left over. Do I leave Latias inactive? Probably not. We're retreating here. And we're passing. So let's say they have Gust and they KO my Latias inactive. What do I push then? I definitely push the Okidogi. Kind of have to. That's the whole point. Draw for turn, attach the Fighting Energy here. And play the Pokégear, hope I find an option better than Arven. Maybe Arven is just the best here, I don't know. But I want the Pokégear first. Is Colress better here or Research? I don't know. Research is pretty neat the turn after. Let's grab Research. And play Arven. Find ourselves an item and a tool. There is a Nest Ball left, I knew it. So we Nest Ball Bravery Charm. We play the Nest Ball. Okidogi. Unfortunately, we didn't hit Crispin. Crispin would have been really high up here for next turn. But oh well. How many Crispins have we already hit then? Probably a good amount, right? Yeah, we already hit 2 of them. Oh yeah, that's because I had to discard one of them in the early game. That's right. So Good Punch, the active for K. Actually, hold on. Let's attach our charms first. And then Good Punch, the active for KO. Okay, that's actually a really nice grab, not the energy. So not grab the energy, that's a really nice grab. This means we can get a save Research next turn. Let's say they KO this one time. We definitely push the Maractus at this point. They're down to 3 prizes now. Draw for turn. Attach the Fighting Energy here. Bench Munkidori. And let's play the Pokemon. See if we can find a better supporter. 4, 5, 6, 7. Iono is not really that good here. Boss, maybe? I mean, Boss would have been better if I didn't attach that. Let's grab Boss. Shuffle this up and then Research away the Boss. That sounds like a solid idea. Go. Now we Research away the Boss. 7 new cards. 5, 6, 7. I have to sneeze again. Oh my god, give me a second. The sneeze did not arrive, fortunately. That sucks. Let's see. What did we get from our research? We got a Luminous, that's really nice. Artazon grab anything? I don't think so. I do want to put it in play. Let's check. Oh, it does grab another Okidogi. Nice. That's actually a good pickup here. It fits the deck one more. I wasn't sure if Town Store did the same. There's 3 Bravery Charms here, Experience Share here, and I think there's a Diva. Or it might be in hands. It's not, okay. Okay. Yeah, at this point, unfortunately, we don't have an attack this turn, so we have to let them get the 2 prize cards. So we're gonna pass. They get the 2. And we push Okidogi and draw. Attach Luminous Energy. I bench my other Maractus. That's like biggest pickup here. We discard our Artazon with Town Store. And use Town Store to pin our deck one more from the Devo. Yeah? Go. I could Colress for more energy, not necessary right now though. At this point we're just good punching. Yeah, for 1 prize. Actually, no, wait, we should Colress. Yeah, we should Colress. Because I want to fit my deck as much as possible. What am I doing? Grab that Artazon, grab that Luminous. There we go. Why am I not finning? I should fin. There's also Crispin in the list. Although, I don't think Crispin is relevant anymore. Okay, let's good punch for the KO. We get a Fighting Energy from prizes. Say they have KO and Okidogi. I push Maractus, draw, attach, Fighting, Counter Catcher up a useless Mon. Override my Town Store with Artazon, doesn't really matter. In corner, can't do anything. There's Ursaluna, nice. Now I can bench Ursaluna, attach Luminous, retreat for 2, and swing over Ursaluna for KO. For the last prize. Jeez, that matchup is really down to the wire. Oh my god. Also, not me. Like, I keep forgetting that I put Ursaluna in this deck, and it's constantly saving me by showing up at the best times. So yeah, maybe the play was to pin the deck as much as possible to find an out to Ursaluna. Which I didn't realize. I thought the out was to retreat lock active until I could make an Okidogi attack and find either the Switch or the Latias. But Ursa does it as well. I think I discarded. Yeah, the Latias was in discard, so I could have found it with Night Stretcher anyway. But this play felt a lot cooler. Let's think. What matchup do we want to try next? I don't want to try Gardevoir because I know how that's gonna go. Because I hit Gardevoir for 140. I mean, we could try the guard matchup. You know what? Let's try it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We should flip first. That is tails. So let's choose second. We have an Okidogi in the active spot. Perfect. Let's put down her prizes. Right. Flip it over. Draw. It's not a bad opener going seconds, not gonna lie. Nest Ball. Yeah, let's flip over our prizes because price checking is cringe. Devo price is a big deal, unfortunately. Devo price is a really big deal. We have 2 Nest Balls here though, so let's Nest Ball for a Munkidori and an Okidogi. Yeah, in this matchup we definitely don't want to bring single prizers or 2 prizers into the battlefield unless we have to. We Earthen Vessel away Maractus. Find 2 Fighting Energy. Yeah, the extra health is not really gonna matter that much, I feel like. Unfortunately. Am I gonna research here is the question? I think I might. I think research could be big here. It's a little risky, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, okay, so we put this in discard, we attach manually for turn. We bench the other Okidogi, and we research away the counter catcher and fighting. That might be a big mistake, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what we find. I did not make a big mistake. Now let's play Artazon and use it to grab another monk. Shuffle the list again, shuffle the deck. We're gonna do a lot of shuffling today. I already did, and I will, unfortunately. We'll still do a lot of shuffling. I priced 2 Pokégear, I just realized. Gonna make finding supporters a little bit more annoying, unfortunately. Gonna have to pass. They're gonna Badu me for 10. Maybe I should have played an Ultra Ball in my hand, but oh well, I don't care. Draw for turn. Attach a Luminous here manually. Play Crispin as our supporter for turn. Let's find the Dark Energy and Fighting Energy. Let's also, before we do anything else, find a Maractus, because that can be pretty good in this matchup. Alright. Okay, and this attachment goes to the Munkidori from Crispin. I think I do want to play Arven, just to thin out more, get myself a charm, or is XP share to play? I think XP share might be the play actually. And definitely counter catcher. Actually, Pokégear is probably better here. Grab Pokégear experience share. Shuffle it all up. Go. Attach the EXP share here. And then Good Punch the Budu for 170. I could have attached the Fighting Energy there, honestly. Why am I flipping over 2 prizes? It's fine. I got the Pokégear, which is kind of useless, but oh well. Okay, what will they do going into my turn? Are they gonna Budu me again, or are they gonna... Oh, I forgot to actually move this off to like something on the bench with Munkidori, but I meant to. Can they grab a KO on a 230 Psychic Week on? Probably. The answer is probably. Sucks. Maybe I should have grabbed the counter cap. No, it wouldn't have done anything. I think their play is to still item lock me. Probably like push up Maractus and item lock. I think that's their play, to like either boss or counter catcher my Maractus and then item lock me that way. Because I'm bench locked, so I can't actually grab Latias on my bench. Which does give me time to attach here for turn. I'm still item locked, so do I want to research? We definitely want to Adrenaline Rain this 10 away. Onto the Budu. Pass. They're gonna likely go for a KO on this Okidogi with the Scream Tail play. Putting them at 5 as well. Draw for turn. I will Ultra Ball away my 2 Pokégears. Is that smart? Actually, do it like that. Ultra Ball away my Pokégear and Ultra Ball for the Latias. There we go. Okay. I did already. I haven't attached return yet. So let's play the Pokégear. See what we get. 4, 5, 6, 7. Crispin in here would be huge. Colress is also nice. Let's play the Colress. Grab ourselves a Town Store and a Luminous. Very huge. We're gonna play the Town Store. We're gonna use the Town Store. This is a huge chain of events. Do I want to Charm? Putting Latias at 260 is kind of important. I think I do want to Charm. Shuffle it all up. Go. Alright. Attach a Luminous here for turn. Do I want to Super Rod anything? Not yet. Not yet. I haven't played any supporters yet, so let's boss their Gardevoir. Feels a little weird, but I have to do it like that, I think. Oh wait, actually no, not necessarily. Let's boss a Curlia and then go for a Good Punch. Getting Ursa for prizes, not bad, not bad. Okay, they probably KO active with Riftloom play. I'll push Latias. And draw. Bench Okidogi. And I'll Super Rod back Okidogi Fighting. I'll go for a Town Store. Get another Bravery Charm. That's not a useful target for that, so let's go Maractus, because it's the easiest to KO. Man, this is... Playing as a Gardevoir feels like chess. Yeah, then let's play Arven as supporter for turn. I really don't want to research, actually. And Arven for Night Stretcher, probably. Charm. Counter Catcher is nice. I'm not gonna play that Counter Catcher yet. Attach a Bravery Charm to this Munkidori. I'll retreat Latias into Okidogi to grab that KO on the Drifloon. Grabbing one prize, putting me ahead 3-4. Get the TM Devo, okay, now my plan changes. Then they likely boss my Latias to grab 2 prizes. I'll push my Okidogi again. I find boss, which is nice, but I already have the Counter Catcher play. I don't think there's any tools left in my deck. Nope. That's... God, I love this song. Alright. Do I hold on to research? I think I don't. I think I still research discarding my Devo. Because I went for the Counter Catcher play already. Just Counter Catchering the Fez. 7, right? Yeah, this is 7. Okay, we can attach a Fighting for turn against Okidogi. Let's check discard to see what my Luminous count is. I'm already down 1 Luminous. There's still a Luminous in deck. Let's replace my Town Store with an Artazon, because Town Store is useless for me. And I'll use Artazon just to check my deck on my energy counts. Oh, perfect, yeah. That's all I needed to see. Actually, do I want to grab another Okidogi? Oh, I can't, because it's in my hand. Don't need to bench another Okidogi. I'm not gonna Nest Ball anyway. Save that. So I guess we're swinging into the Fez for prizes. Let's just take 2 random ones. I don't think this is gonna matter. Nest Ball doesn't really add any value here. Oh, well, that's the one I didn't get. Nice. Probably another Drifloon play that KOs me here, putting them to 2 prizes. Question is, do I hit? The question is, do I hit? Oh wait, there's no need to hit any energy. Never mind, we're fine. Yeah. They likely grab the KO with Iono though, which is really annoying. So do I even push this? I think I don't push that. I think I push Munkidori. Then play the Crispin. Grab the Dark Energy and the Fighting. Attach the dark energy to Okidogi. It likely grabbed the KO with Party. I don't think Ursa is in my deck anymore. No, it's not. Unfortunate. There's not a Super Rod or Night Stretcher anymore in my deck either, I think. Yeah, let's pass it up. They likely have a KO for benched Okidogi. Assuming they don't, they KO Munkidori, putting them at 1. Giraffe return, attach to Fighting Energy. Prime Catcher, retreat Munkidori for game. Okay. What do we go first against it? I mean, this technically felt like a going first game because I didn't play any supporters turn 1 anyway. No, I did. I played the research turn 1. What am I yapping about? I'll go ahead and pee because there's ad break on Twitch right now. Follow me on Twitch, by the way. Alright, I'm back. Let's move this away. And let's see how we do against Gardevoir going first rather than second. Is my phone still charging? It's actually slowly not charging. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah. Let's move this again to keep it centered. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and give it a quick shuffle. Pardon me. I am very sorry for that. It should be having a good shuffle here any second now, so let's try Now the matchup is against Gardevoir going first. Alright. Force Maractus starts. Not the greatest thing in the world, but hey, we got something into Badu, I guess. Let's flip it over. Draw. At least we have a Nest Ball in our opener. Let's see what the prizes are. Okidogi, Night Stretcher, Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, Iono, and Search. We definitely want a Nest Ball for an Okidogi. That's out of the question. We definitely want to attach a Luminous Energy here. I think we want to Earthen Vessel away the Bravery Charm. Grab Fighting Energy and a Fighting Energy. No, they're fighting in dark. Yeah. And then we Ultra Ball away the Counter Catcher and the Dark Energy for either another Okidogi or Munkidori. Go for Munkidori. Yeah. Okay, we're all shuffled up. That's a fat discard pile for turn 1, not gonna lie. And I guess we're passing. They're probably gonna Badu me, but that would be stupid of them. I will draw. Oh, I can Prime Catch or something. That's huge, actually. Actually, no, I can't Prime Catch or anything. What am I saying? Move the 10 off to the Badu. Pass. They do 10 to me again. I attach Fighting here. Or Fighting here. Let's do this here. We Adrenaline to something on the bench, and then we corner the Badu for KO. Since this is turn 2, I'm doubting they have their setup ready. So they're probably going to go into another Badu and once again go for an Itchy Pollen. I will draw for turn. Attach a Fighting Energy here. We will Adrenaline to the Badu. And I guess I will Arven. Like, let's say Nest Ball. Nest Ball also feels like a good Arven grab. Maybe Nest Ball Experience Share. Yeah. I can't actually play the Nest Ball because I'm still item locked, but that's fine. Just keep it all shuffled up. Alright. And then that's gonna be another corner KO. We grab Ursa from prizes, not bad. At this point, the Maractus is gonna get KO'd. Fortunately, we're gonna push Okidogi. Draw for turn. Artazon is a very nice top deck. Let's go for the Artazon, grab another Okidogi. Now I have more plays in hand. We're gonna Nest Ball for not the last Okidogi because that's in prizes. Practice maybe? Oh no, wait, there's a matter here. Sure. Rabbits. Shuffle everything up nicely. Yes, shuffle it up. Shuffle, shuffle. Attach an EXP share. Cannot. Then Iono. Draw 4. Just 3. Oh wait, there's my 4th one. I draw into 4 supporters. That's great. Swing for KO on the active either Drifloon or Scrimtail. I'm assuming it's Drifloon. Or who knows, maybe it was Munkidori. They probably KO my Okidogi. Going down to 4 prizes. Experience share triggers. Making me attach a fighting here. Or not making me, I prefer doing it that way. Let's push Okidogi and draw. Then other Okidogi. I think I will Crispin. Let's see. Dark. Fighting. Other Crispin won't do much because there's no more dark energy in my deck. I will Artazon for another Maractus. Pretty sure I Earthen Vessel turn 1, so there's no Earthen Vessel in deck. So let's do that. Move fighting here and dark here. And pass it up. They go down to 3 prizes. I push my Okidogi. And draw. I have to use my Crispin, unfortunately, to get this fighting energy. I can Artazon again before I do that. I don't think this is grabbing anything other than Munkidori though. No, it's not. It's nice finning though, so I'm not complaining. Let's play the Crispin. Get a fighting and not much else. Fighting goes here. And then I good punch for the KO. Yeah. Prize. Iono. Alright. This definitely dies 100%. Clear share triggers. I want to attach a dark energy to this now. Push Munkidori and draw. Fine counter catcher, but yeah, they're down. They're to 3 prizes, yeah. So we can counter catcher them. Really nice. I can Arven for Nest Ball for Latias. I don't think it does much else for me though. I can Arven for Pokégear to see if I can find energy that way. That's not until next turn. Does TM Devo do anything? Not really. Oh, Super Rod is actually probably the play. I think Super Rod is the play, yeah. Play Super Rod. Shuffle back Okidogi fighting, I think. I think it's Okidogi fighting dark. And then we use Artazon to bench that Okidogi. I think that's probably the play. Haven't found an attachment for turn yet, fortunately. So they have to readjust, and they don't find an out after the counter catcher. Nest Ball, Raw. I will Nest Ball for Latias, I guess. To pin, but also to get myself into an attacking position again this turn. Go. Bravery Charm to Latias. Now research. Research feels a little awful, but 6, 7. Okay, I did counter catcher, so can actually go for that Maractus play here. No, I counter catchered last turn. What am I doing? Uh-oh. I activated panic mode. Bravery Charm here and corner. They probably KO me. Tying our prices 2-2, but I get experience share trigger here. So we push Okidogi. Draw. Colress feels like the appropriate supporter for this turn. Grab a Luminous and a Town Store. Attach the Luminous, we play the Town Store over our Artazon, we use the Town Store to get the TM Devo that we're probably not going to use anyway. Although there's probably a Guardian active right now. Maybe we do use it. Yeah. I do have Prime Catcher actually. Probably best to prime a Guardy, retreat immediately, and then do a punch it for 170. We get KO'd. So I push Latias. They're on 1 prize. I draw for turn. Attach Devo. Retreat. Wait, but Devo doesn't do it though. I need to find specifically... Oh wait, we have Colress for Fighting Energy, yeah. Devo doesn't do it because we're 2 prizes short. So we grab the Fighting from this, there's no Stadium. Shuffle. Doesn't matter. Treat Latias. Into the Okidogi and then good punch for the win. Play. Yeah, no, Guardy feels like a pretty bad matchup. I did get very lucky with how my draws went, and I did give myself a lot of lenience into my opponent's capability of plays. So, yeah. Is there another matchup I would like to practice? Maybe Raging Bolt? Raging Bolt doesn't feel the worst. Like 2 prizes per swing. We can try Raging Bolt, yeah, that feels so far. That feels fine to try against. Let's flip the coin against Raging Bolt. It's heads, so we lose the coin flip. Let's see. Raging Bolt wants to go second, I think. So yeah, I guess we're going first against Raging Bolt. No, actually, it depends on the build. Do we test against Noctowl version or not? Because the Noctowl version wants to go first. Non-Noctowl version wants to go second. So let's... Yeah, it's probably best to go second here, because I think they want to go first with their Noctowl build. So let's assume they have a Noctowl build. I do start a Noki. It's all about the 2 KO, so I do need to keep my flow of Okidogis very... And to be able to attack with like Okidogi like 6 turns in a row ideally. which is not great. Flip. Draw for turn on second. We have Nest Ball, which is nice, so let's flip over those prizes. Evo is a nice prize in this match, we don't need that. 2 Iono's prize is kind of awful though. We definitely Nest Ball for what? Another Okidogi? I think so. Artazon for an Okidogi as well. Go. I think there's more search in my hand actually. Don't know if I want to play that though. There is an Arven. I do want to play the Arven because I want to grab the Earthen Vessel. Yeah. Charm. It might. Charm might do things. Yeah. Okay. Vessel. Charm. Play the Vessel. Discard Latias. Grab Fighting and Dark, I think. I think that's a play. Attach Fighting to Okidogi. Unsure. I think I do want to thin more though. And discard the Charms for like a Maractus. I think this is probably the play. Maybe I should have Arven for Pokégear, but Vessel feels more consistent. Yeah. Actually, probably best to discard Dark Energy, which is not the Charm. So we can still attach the Charm to Monkey, so they need 3 energy to KO. Maybe they don't, maybe they only have 2. So they go for the 140. It is turn 1 going second, so they probably don't have that much. Okay, let's draw for turn. We find Pokégear, which is huge. We have to Artazon though. First. For another Okidogi. There we go. Shuffle it up. This is why we have the Pokégears. Pokégears are so goated. I'm just hoping I fight either Colress or Crispin off of this. This is 7. It's neither Colress nor Crispin, unfortunately. But we do have a research. Could have Arven's, but Arven can't grab me another Vessel, unfortunately. So it has to be this. Unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, boss wouldn't have done anything here either. They probably just have a Latias in play. Okay, let's play the research. Draw 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do have another Fighting Energy. I will discard my Artazon with Town Store and use the Town Store. Buy myself an EXP share. Attach that to a random Okidogi without Fighting Energy. Attach another Fighting Energy, sure. These 3 cards don't do anything in my hand, unfortunately. Gonna have to pass again, but that would have to shuffle right now though. After using that Town Store. Alright. My Munkidori likely gets KO'd. One prize for them. Surely I hit a Dark Energy off of this, or whatever. Raw for turn, I hit the Colress off the top, that's actually pretty good. I don't think I want a Nest Ball. That's Colress. I don't think there's any targets for Nest Ball though. To be real. Course for the Luminous actually. Probably Dark Energy that we're grabbing here. Feels weird to say. See, it's not the only Dark left in deck, so it's not like it's the I deactivate Crispin for the rest of the game. There we go. Why did I shuffle though? That was a little stupid. Shuffling was a little stupid there. Attach Dark. Again, still Town Store. What do I want to grab even? Town Store. Charm is my only legal option. Grab that. Okay. Let's charm this Okidogi. Put it at 280. Place my Town Store with Artazon. And then attack with Good Punch for 170 into the Bolt. The Bolt probably KOs this, but might not have a KO on a turn after. EXP share triggers. Definitely want to accelerate Fighting Energy to this. Maybe I should run 2 EXP shares in this list. I have Prime Catcher in hand, not that I want to use it, so let's push Okidogi. Draw. I draw the Luminous naturally. I think I don't want to. That. Yeah, no, I have to. I have to grab the KO here. And then Iono. Draw 6. Then we use Artazon to grab the Munkidori. I do want my deck shuffled again. Find the Dark Energy and Crispin. It's actually not good that I find the Dark Energy off this, so that means there's no Dark Energy in deck left anymore. Yeah. That kinda sucks. Yeah, so this means that I can. Crispin is now basically an energy search on supporter, which sucks. I can still counter catcher though, but for now, let's Good Punch for the KO. Tying our prizes 4-4. It's double Iono. Oh, that's actually not bad. Double Iono is not terrible. They need to hit 230, which 4 again. Let's say they don't hit it. Let's say they hit only 3. And we draw. That should Dark Energy to Monkey. That doesn't really help me. I need to Iono this back to the deck. It doesn't really make sense. Let's attach a Dark to Okidogi. And Iono us again. That's 4. Let's see. Okay, Super Rod's a huge find. So I can now shuffle these three back. I think that's the play. They're fighting priced. That means there's still 2 fighting in deck. Okay, I think I don't have to actually shuffle the fighting back. Let's shuffle the dark back. So now there's 2 darks in my discard, or 2 darks in my deck and 2 fightings, right? Yeah. There's only 1 fighting here. Yeah. Then I can Artazon to grab that Okidogi, to grab the Okidogi. There we go. Arven doesn't really do anything for me next turn though, other than specifically Night Stretcher. Maybe like Pokégear me to a better supporter next turn. I guess it could grab me Counter Catcher. Let's shuffle it up. And swing into the Raging Bolt for 170. They probably KO me. Highly likely. So let's push Maractus. Draw. We draw Crispin. Pretty big. I have to go for an Arven here. Grab the Counter Catcher. No tools left, right? No. So you get the Counter Catcher. I mean, I could Nest Ball for the Ursa. Is that worth it though? I mean, let's Artazon for the Maractus, I guess. That's something I could do. I could Ultra Ball for the Ursa, but I don't think that's very valid either. No, it's probably just a pass angle from here. They might have a KO. Let's assume they do. They're going down to 2 prizes. Draw for turn and play Crispin. Grab a Dark Energy, fighting. Attach the fighting here, Dark goes to hands. Why am I going so hard on this? Should have actually pushed the Maractus. Hold on, give me a sec. I should have pushed the Maractus. There you go. Attach Dark here, manually. Let's Nest Ball for that Ursa, I guess. I mean, if they have it, they have it. I kind of need to fin as much as I can anyway. At this point. And corner them for 20. This gets KO'd, they're down to 2 prizes. Push this, draw. There is a Pokégear here. 2, 7. Come on, hits. It's a Crispin, nice. Play the Crispin. Grab a Darkness Energy and a Fighting Energy. There's no fighting here? Why not? There's 1 in discard. There's 2 in discard. Arven doesn't actually get me there. The question is, does Arven get me there? Because I saw Arven as an option. But Arven doesn't get me there either. Get the Dark then to hand, because that's how Crispin works. Yeah, this is just a loss, unfortunately. Raging Bolt's a really tough matchup because you have to chain attackers. I mean, I can attach this manually, and then at that point, there's no way I actually break through anything. I whiff too much. But I like the Dragapult matchup with this list, not gonna lie. I do really like the Dragapult matchup. That's gonna be another itch from me from today. I know it's a little bit of a shorter stream, but I do beat the tiredness, unfortunately. Let's see if we can rate somewhere on the Twitch site, if that's okay with y'all. I'm real quick just gonna mute the music so I can actually listen in on the streams. First and foremost, thanks everyone so much for hanging out if you have. I really appreciate every single one of you. Even if you've hung out for just a minute, or like anything. Let's see, who do we want to raid? What's happening here? I've got two pretty good options here. Hold on, give me a sec. Let's see. Oh, this is a starting soon screen. Let's not do that there. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. Let's go right into Gia. That will work out for sure. Thanks everyone so much for hanging out. I'll be back next Sunday. But until then, talk to you later. Bye-bye.